Hi everybody, so I'm back today with a video for my everyday foundation. Yeah, so if you want to learn how I do my foundation, just keep watching. I already applied an eye cream, which is Mario Badescu's, I don't even know how to pronounce that, but that's the eye cream that I applied day and night. Then for face moisturizer, I use the Clean and Clear Morning Burst Oil Free Shine Control Moisturizer. And I use this because this area gets oily, my upper lip, sometimes my chin, not so much my forehead, but everything else is pretty okay. So I let the moisturizer seep into my skin about 3 to 5 minutes. So for face primer, I'm using the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. And I only use a really tiny bit, about that much. I start off putting it under my eye first, just so that it can seep, because it's silicone based, so that it can seep into the lines of my under eye. But yeah, so now I'm just putting the primer all over. Then next, I take my e.l.f. Dollar Eyelid Primer. Yeah, it's almost done, but I have like 5 of these because I love this primer. But yeah, I take that and I put that all over my eye like where it's supposed to. The Maybelline Superstay makeup, and this one in the shade Natural Beige. Yeah, beige. So yeah, I take that and I put that in the back of my hand. I use the Real Techniques buffing brush. Yep, the Real Techniques buffing brush, and I just dab that to the back of my hand. And just try to stay focused more on the problem areas. Where I have the blemishes, I try to focus there more because it's such a heavy-duty foundation. At least for me it is. It covers the way I want it to cover. And also going down my neck. Well, because this foundation for me has more of a pink tint to it, it has like a pink, I don't know if you can notice, I don't think you could see it, but it has like a pink hue, and the Nature Luxe has more of a yellow hue for me. And this foundation is in Aspen, so I'm going to go over that all over too. But this is a really lightweight foundation, so I don't feel like I'm packing on massive amounts. So yeah, it's pretty much evened out now. What I want to take next is my face concealer. I use 2 different concealers for under eye and one for face. So for face, I'm using the Dream Mousse Concealer, and this one is in cream. I think this paper is peeling off here, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it says light 4 to 5. So because this concealer is a little thick, I want to spray my brush with the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. So I'm just going to spritz it twice there, just so that my brush is a little damp. Yeah. And then I want to pinch it and then put it into my foundation, into my concealer, and just go over this blemish that I have right here that is driving me insane. Yeah. And then whatever other blemishes or unevenness. I don't really have any unevenness because that's what the foundation helped with, but I do have a couple of more blemishes. So, as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but I have dark circles. I don't really have bags. It's mostly just dark circles, so for my dark circles, I like to use a peach color salmon colored foundation, and this one, foundation concealer, and this one is this is the Erase Paste from Benefit in the shade number 2. So yeah, I use a concealer brush, and this one is the Concealer F70 from Sigma. Go around my tear duct right here and where the darkness is, which is right there. Now I'm not going to blend it out with this brush, and you can tell, right, like on my lids I have like veins and stuff. It's really annoying, but yeah. Now I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush like this one. This one is from Eco Tools, and with that I'm just gonna blend the concealer into my skin. I have my foundation, concealer, blah 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 on. I proceed to do my eyebrows, so I'm gonna do my eyebrows and then be right back. Now my foundation is pretty much done. My eyebrows are done. I haven't set my foundation, so before I set my foundation on an everyday basis, I do this next step because I feel like this is what helps my blush stay on a bit longer. So I always use a cream blush, and I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 NYX cream blushes, and then I have 4 NYC blushable cream sticks. Now those are the ones I use on a daily basis, so depending on how I feel that day, I use a certain one. So today I'm going to go with this NYX one, and this one is called Glow. It looks like that. Yeah. So I take 2 fingers, I dab them in there, and then I just dab them onto my cheeks. And then just feather it out with my finger and just blend it into my cheek, into just the apple part of my cheek. And it gives me a really pretty pinky flush. Next, you want to set your foundation. So to set my foundation on a daily basis, I use my e.l.f. Complexion Perfection, which looks like this. I use the yellow one the most because that's what I use to for under my eye, for the purpleness under my eye. So yeah, the yellow neutralizes that. So I just go right underneath and into the inner corner with it, with just pretty much the yellow part. I wish they would make this powder just by itself, just the yellow powder, because that's pretty much the only color that I use. You can use all 4 of them for the entire face to just even out your skin tone, but that's what I used the foundation for, so I didn't feel like I needed to use all those powders. e.l.f. Clarifying Pressed Powder, and this is what I use on a regular basis, and this is in the color light beige. That's what you can tell. I hit pan on it, so I'm just using the corners now. But I use that with an e.l.f. Powder brush, the flat top one, and I use that on my chin, a little bit on my nose, and just buff it into my skin basically. And it's the e.l.f. once again. Why do I use so much e.l.f.? I just noticed that. e.l.f. Mattifying Pressed Powder. And this is translucent. It's a translucent powder, but yeah, that's what it looks like. Doesn't have any color to it. And I just go over that, over my most oiliest part of my face, which is right on my nose and on my upper lip. And I put a little bit on my forehead and my chin. And that is it for that. once I have my eye makeup on, I just use the, I set everything with the Smooth Skin NYC Loose Powder. And then after I do that, I use the e.l.f. Mist and Set all over my face, and my makeup pretty much stays. As you witnessed in the last video when I told you it was on for like 6-7 hours, and it didn't budge. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it was helpful to someone. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.